And that's why, yeah, like this idea of return is very important, because the Quran creates these scenes. I find them like fascinating. Like, for example, specifically in Surah Al-Zumar, it says to the Prophet and everybody around him, it says, إِنَّكَ مَيِّتٌ وَإِنَّهُمْ مَيِّتُونَ, that you are already dead and they are already dead. And then there are scenes in the surah where people who are already in the day of judgment, they're begging God to come back to do better this time. And I find that these two scenes go together. It's like as if, like several times actually, like over the years, I stop and rethink these two passages. And because the passage of deep regret is repeated in the Quran. I mean, the scene of these deep regrets, like, please bring us back, God, into it, so that we can give more, that we can be better, that we can, and when it says you are already dead, so I was discussing this with my husband the other day, and I said, it's like God actually is telling us in the Quran that this dunya is, you are given a chance actually. You're already dead and you're being given, how would you behave? Like, imagine the psychology. So I was saying to my husband, I said, the Quran creates like very subtle psychology that you've been given another chance. And I say, Quran, I was saying to my sons as well, and my husband, like the other day, I said, it's like if somebody, like, you really, really for sure find yourself in Akhirah, and you say, God, please bring me back, and you are brought back, what would be your psychology? What would be your feeling? What are the things you want to do? And I said, that's what the Quran gives you when you read it repeatedly, that you've been given an incredible chance to come back and be the best of yourself, and to really see through illusion, through the illusion of Satan and the temptations, and to come back to this inner power, and to choose for yourself, like, where to align. It's like you're given a chance. This is your chance. You're here. Yeah. Isn't it incredible? You're back, you're here. It's, yeah, and that's exactly. And the Quran adds this other psychology to it, this other layer. The idea of the time machine. The Quran gives you that advantage, like that psychology of like that you're already gone and you came back. And imagine how sometimes we have these like fantasies. Oh, when my children younger, I would have loved to play more with them. I would have, yeah, and I would have loved to do more things with my parents, or being, like, my mom, like, for example, loved letters. I wish I sent her more letters, things of that sort. And yet the Quran tells us, like, actually you're already here. Like, and so that's why I learned from the Quran, like, yeah, the idea of, I call it beautiful regret. And so my friends sometimes are puzzled. What do you mean? Like, how people say, I have no regrets. And I say, no, the Quran wants you to examine your regrets and turn them into something, into like a new generative.